And we are live. Hey folks, good evening. We are live over here from the Rolling Earthship location un, location unknown. I'm not going to divulge my location, although I can tell you that I'm parked by there's and then over here there's this other. It's unknown. I can't tell you. Let me just go here real quick. Get this thing, my videos here connected, so I can answer questions and or not. Especially if Ed comes in and says something. Be quiet. Anyway, Vicky. Vicky's the first subscriber to say hi. Hi, Vicky. So I'm over here. It's nice and warm inside my van. 84 in here. I'm inside my van. 84 in here. 84. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's a little cooler. My thermometer, my thingy with my, my weather station is up high. It's like I'm sitting here. It's probably about this height. So of course the heat goes up, so over here it's always hotter than down below. So by my legs it feels perfect. Up here it feels perfect. There is a little bit of cool air seeping in because it's going down to 27 tonight. We had some snow. We had maybe 5 inches of snow, maybe more in some places. By where my kids live, I think they had about a foot of snow. So quite a bit of snow all of a sudden. It's smelling more and more like Florida. Who we got here? Dog Lips says hello. I doing lips. Carla, hello from Washington State. How are you? I'm doing good, Carla. And you? Hope everything is good. No fires in Washington, unlike California. Vicky line. Woohoo! Yes, Vicky, you get the big prize. You win the Vicky, you win past its due date mango. I'll make sure to put that in a bag, and it still smells good. But yeah, I'll put that in a bag and I'll mail that to you. You win a slightly overripened mango. So I'm just kidding. I will not put that in the mail. Ramiro Matias. Hi, Lewis from Canada. How you doing, Ramiro? How's Canada? Probably colder or warmer. It depends where you are. West coast of Canada is always warmer than the East Coast. Jim Spath. How you doing, Jim? How's everything? Hope you're doing well. Linda Lindsay. Hi from New Hampshire. How you doing, Lindy? Lindy. Lindy. Linda. Vicky loves mangoes. You know what? These mangoes, Vicky, I bought them and then I kept postponing on using them, and then they're past the due date. What do we have here? Dog Lips, I'm in the Sonoran Desert, so close to Mexico, I can see the fence, living on 1,000 watts of solar. That's pretty cool. 1,000 watts of solar. So what do you got, about amp wise? About 500, 600 amps, I presume. And you got plenty of sun, probably not a lot of clouds over there, so good. Good for you. Young one says, hey there, Canadian, hey. Canadian, hey. Hey Lewis, cold here in Ontario, Canada. It's cold in Canada, eh? Ah, I would never guess that it's cold in Canada, eh? G Darts says, Texas says, hey Lewis. I doing, that's Gina. Gina Darts? Glenn Darts? Jim says that it's cold here. Cold here in by visiting. I have no idea what that means, Jim. No idea. Cold here in by visiting. Still no clue, Jim. Musa Hell, are those books behind you? Yes, these are books. Those are books behind me. They've been there since I did my van. BNA, hello from Bethlehem, PA. Where are you at? I'm right here. I'm in New Jersey. I'm maybe, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes from Pennsylvania, from the river, from the Delaware, but I'm a little bit north of Bethlehem, so I'm not by 78. So oh, Jim is here in Kentucky. Jim's, my friend Jay says hi. Well, friend Jay, hi back. Don Weebold. Hi, Lewis. How you doing, Don? How's your evening going so far? Evening? What did I say? Evening? It's all the same to me. The Urban Stealth Campervan Man. Hello, all. No hello to me first. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That's a big name. That's a big name. The Urban Stealth Campervan Man on 4 wheels. Just kidding. Paul Blakesley. Hi from Frostproof, Florida. Frostproof, Florida. 65 here. Yeah, okay, keep rubbing it in. Alright, it's okay. Well, Lydia was kind of cold today. Lydia, she woke up freezing. It was like 38. She was freezing. 38 degrees in Florida. Martin Newerski. Every time I say the name differently. Where do you keep the bathtub that you use in the Walmart parking lot? I keep it in my storage compartment out back. That's where I always keep my bathtub. Every time I go to Walmart and I have a chance, I take a hot bath. And I think everybody should do the same. I think it'll go well with the locals, with the Walmart supervising unit. I think it's good all around. You get to know the neighbors get to know you. Yeah. The Urban Stealth Campervan Man is in Cambridge, UK. Cool, Cambridge, UK. Very cool. It's probably actually cool there, isn't it? And probably raining too. It's always raining there. We've had some bad weather over here too. It's been raining or snowing, and it's winter. It's almost winter, folks. It's telling me, Lewis, you see those birds? Quack, 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 quack. They're flying south, Lewis. Follow the birds. BNA, what town in New Jersey? I'm not telling you what town in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm over here, and I'm not saying. Invisible Van. Hi from UK, it's 23:45, so good night and best wishes. 11:45. I hate 24-hour clocks. I don't like them, dislike them. So I'm sorry you can't stay up a little bit longer, past your bedtime. Maybe you can stay around a couple minutes. You know, just put the phone somewhere and fall asleep at the sound of my voice. And as you fall asleep, think of your account number and mail it to me. Bank account number, credit card numbers, mail them all to me. I will take care of them as you fall asleep, little by little. Just kidding. Go to sleep, buddy. Tig Sullivan's. It's cold there tonight, isn't it? It's cold there. Cold. Cold. Yeah. No. Well, it's going to go down to 27, but in my van right now it's 83. So I'm perfectly comfortable. It's I got good power. I'm at 12.7. I can have heat all night, nice and comfy, and yeah, no problems. I got a nice place to stay for the night. Yeah, what else do you need? You just need a roof over your head, some good health, and a full tummy, and a nice bed to sleep in. Mine is not so nice anymore. I've been having problems with my bed. When I bought my bed, many of you saw that video, I liked it. I liked that it fit perfectly. One thing I didn't quite like in the beginning of this foam bed that I got at Walmart, was that it felt a little bit too hard. But I'm like, okay, I'll get used to it. And for a while, and eventually I got used to it, and I was okay. It's okay. I like it. I mean, it's not bad. I've had better, but lately, I've been waking up with hip pain, shoulder pain, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then I realize that I'm sinking in this mattress. This foam mattress is not. It's not very good. And then when you sink in, it's like there's another different layer in there that's not foam. It's something else, and it feels hard, and that's where my hip is sitting, and my elbow right on that hardness, and yeah. So I flipped the thing around, so my head to my feet to my head. I still feel the same way. Eventually, when I go down to Florida, maybe I'll flip it completely around, but then I have to change. The thing has two covers on it. It has one that came with it, so I'll have to flip that insert, that whatever you call it, around, and then I have a protective covers, you know, and I have to flip that one around too. But I think I'm just gonna look for something different, because this mattress is beginning to give me problems, and I've had mattress like that in the past. Really quick, when I was living with my parents, I think it was when I got separated the third time in 2014. So I was separated for 4 years, and I bought this Sleep by Number mattress. I don't know if you've seen those mattresses, and I think it cost me like $1,500. And I thought it was going to be great because for my back and everything, you know, I thought it was going to be great. So I bought that thing, and what happens is you have a little remote control, and you control how much air is in the mattress. And for the first few months, I loved it. I felt like I was sleeping. I just loved it. But then, just like now, I started getting hip pain. I started waking up I would start waking up with my hip hurting me, and I would be limping because of my hip. I'm like, what's going on here? I didn't know what was wrong, and then I realized that it was the mattress, and the mattress, even though it's an air mattress, and you control how much air is in there. The thing is, after a while, when you're sleeping on it, it doesn't matter how much air or how little air it's in there. Once your body adjusts to the contours of the mattress, then your hip, every point, every joint that's hitting it, it's just hitting a hard surface. Unlike sponge, that if it's thick, it just gives all the way through, not like this one that I have, but a regular foam mattress. The air mattress didn't do that, and I tried to return it, and it was already too late. So I had to. Long story, but all right. Back to the questions here. Doug Lips, I'm in a 24-foot trailer and run a 550 watt window AC unit, 70 watts stereo, 32-inch widescreen TV, and miscellaneous, and have 800 watts hours in battery bank. Cool. You run the AC, 550 watt AC unit. You run the AC with the batteries, but probably, most likely, only during the day. I very much doubt that you can run that at night with the electrical. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. G Darts, the Walmart was a very funny video. Haha, loved it. Well, it was not supposed to be funny. That's what I do at Walmart. That's what every van dweller does at Walmart. We live there. You know, I'm a Walmartian. That's my home. I treat it as my home. Take baths, do barbecuing, hang my laundry, stuff like that. The usual. Al Gray, what weather feeling like you need to go to Florida? Indeed, Al, I need to go to Florida. Minivan Mike, hi Lewis. How you doing, Minivan Mike? Invisible Van, 13, no idea what you're trying to say. No idea. M. Cooper. Good evening, Lewis. How you doing, Cooper? Robert Barkland. Got any good Thanksgiving recipes for us? Not really. Just get some turkey. Get some organic turkey. And just do whatever you want. Barbecue it. Grill it. Saute it. Put it in the oven. So many different ways to do it, so just go for it. I think I'm just going to go to Boston Market, and I'm going to buy some chicken probably. Muso Hell, oh, get a new bed. Oh, more like, oh, get a new bed. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. I got to look for something that's about 7 to 8 inches, because that's about my limit. Something that's high density foam, but not like this one. Stefan, I like my mattress like I like Wisconsin Rails to Trails Cycler. Hello, Lewis from Milwaukee. How's Wisconsin in Milwaukee? How's Milwaukee in Wisconsin? Probably cold. I was going to say you have the lake effect snow, but usually I think the lake effect snow goes over to Michigan because it goes west to east most of the time, right? So you probably don't have that, but then you have the other lake above you. So if it's coming south, you're going to get that one. Or if it's going west. I hope you're staying warm though. Swamp Hick. They have a new type of foam coil mattress at Walmart that is extremely comfortable but a little more expensive than the regular ones. That is probably what I got. Go through my videos. You're going to see one. I have the mattress, the box on the thumbnail. When you have a chance, look at it and see if that's the one I bought, if it's the same one. Because maybe this does have coils on the inside, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It hurts me. I wake up in pain. My shoulder still hurts me a little bit. My hip still hurts me a little bit. There's just no comfortable way to sleep on this thing. Mike Brown just popping in to say hi, and then he popped out and he's gone. Bye, Mike. BNA since winter videos this year? Yes, coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow there is going to be a winter video. Yes. What do I do for a living? I work with heavy equipment. It's in a lot of my videos. If you go through the videos, you'll be able to see exactly what I do for a living. So, and I got all the comments done. All right, so what? I got more. What did I see? Wisconsin rails to trails. I have two major things left to do in my van: wood burner and solar panels. That'll be done next year, hopefully. A wood burner, yes, a wood burner. A stove, maybe a stove. Is that what you mean, a stove? If I had room to put a stove in here, I probably would have. I thought of even getting a little stove over here, but then I give up on the idea. I just don't have a lot of room to play with it. But if I had a bigger van, I would definitely, I think I mentioned this the last time, I think I would definitely have my Webasto and the Kimberly. I love the Kimberly. When I looked at it the first time, 2012 or 2013, before I built my van, I loved it. It was like, this is what I want. It's the right size. It's just beautifully made. It's efficient. It has a 2-burner combustion chamber. It burns very cleanly and efficiently. But $4,000, I had to pass on that one. But maybe for the future, you never know. Tony Smith, hello, good evening there, buddy. How you doing, Tony? Hope everything is well. Stephen Lewis, you didn't read out my message. Now I'm sad. Was it too rude? I'm not going to read out that message. I just deleted it, and let's move on from there. Stealth Express van. Lewis, have you ever excavated anything unusual while you were digging? Did I ever excavate anything unusual? I excavated electrical conduits near Newark International Airport. That's a little bit unusual. High power electrical lines. Twice. The first time wasn't too bad. I'm just following directions from the laborers. The laborers, they're watching what I'm doing. They're guiding me. I'm digging way down. They're telling me, go, go, go. It's okay. It's good. Go. So I went. The second time, you know, same thing. They're telling me, go, go. It's good. Go. You're good. You're good. The thing started sparking and burning for like an hour or so. The airport lost some lights there for a while. I didn't get in trouble because I didn't do anything wrong. I was just, what's going on here? I was just following directions. I was looking down, looking at their hand signals and what they were telling me, and it happened. So I think that's the most unusual thing I ever dug up, which could have been very dangerous. It could have fried the whole machine. But as soon as I touched it and I moved away, I stopped. So glad nothing happened. Nobody got hurt. So. Roy Sorensen, good evening, Lewis from Boise, Idaho. How you doing, Ray? I was in Boise, Idaho in 2016. I was there at the Walmart. I spent the night. I don't know if Boise has more than one Walmart, but I was at the Walmart there off that main highway. I forget which highway it is. Feel like I need to burp, but I don't. Hopefully I don't have to burp on camera, but if I have to, I'll just do it. Was it anything I ate? Can't remember. Anyway. Wisconsin Rails and Trails says the wood burner is made in Canada. Made for boats. Dimensions are 12 by 12 by 6. You need something small, yeah. It's safer than propane and burns clean. Cool. If you have the room for it, put one in. If you have multiple ways of heating your vehicle, like I said, my van is too small. If I had something a little bit bigger, I would definitely have a Webasto. I would have a wood burning stove, and it doesn't hurt to have also like a body heater. So you have 3 ways of heating your van. If you have to be somewhere cold, if one doesn't work, then the other one works, or you use whatever you have. Like if you have plenty of wood, use the wood stove. If you don't have wood, use the Webasto. If you don't have enough fuel, use the propane heater. I mean, there's always a way to heat your vehicle, as long as you have choices. If you don't have anything, yeah, get a dog. BNA, hey Lewis, what country are you from? Musa Hell says he's from Antarctica. He's right, I'm from Antarctica. I'm what they call Antarcticans, and yeah, we are from down under in Antarctica. Just call, yeah, we are Antarcticans. That's what we are. All right, next question. Tony Smith, from America, wasn't born there. What? Tony Smith, from America, wasn't. I'm not even going to try to read that, Tony. I'm sorry. I can't read that one. Oh, you have to. Ray Sorensen says they have 3 Walmarts in Boise, Idaho. I was probably at the Overland Road location off I-84. I don't remember right now. I do have it on my phone, on this phone here. I took pictures of the location where I was at, the map, took screenshots of the map. So, but I don't remember. If you saw my video, you probably saw which way I was coming. I know I was coming 90, and then I went to Yellowstone, and then I came back from Yellowstone, and then I came. I forget the road. Might have been 84. You could be right. Miguel Perez. Lou, what's up? Enjoy the much you love your daughter and son. Beautiful. What state are you in? Presently from Criminal Policy State, New Jersey. You're a funny guy with enough knowledge, politics, and life. Thank you, Miguel. Criminal Policy State, New Jersey. What is it? I'm in New Jersey right now, so I'm not far from Pennsylvania. I didn't see the kids this weekend, so I didn't go up to Pennsylvania, which is like an hour from here where they live, give or take. So I'm staying not far from where I usually work, because I didn't feel like driving too much. I did drive a little bit, but not too much. So that's the advantage of having a van, living in a van full time. Whatever I am, there's my home. I don't have to drive far to be home. As long as I have what I need, I'm home. And the only reason I came even this far is because I wanted to do some high production filmage. So I came here, and that's what I did. But I'm not far. I'm maybe half hour from work, so I didn't drive that far. But as far as being in the Criminal Policy State, New Jersey, I don't know if you live in a van or not, or RV, but you can always move, you know. New Jersey, New York, California, states like that, they're high in taxes. They just keep taxing you left and right, and people eventually just leave. They take their possessions, they take their money, their bank accounts, and they move somewhere else. So you may have to do that. Quentin Frudge. Hello, Lewis. Hello, Lewis. How you doing, Quentin? Hope everything is well. Thank you for joining us. BNA says, LOL, but really, what country? I told you, it's called what is it called? I forgot. I have a momentary lapse in forgetting this. Down under the Antarctica. It's the I'm an Antarctican. It's no, really. Lusitania. See if you know that one. Lusitania. That's where I was born, in Lusitania. Forrest Stinnett. Do you have a place to overnight park up there where you work? Yes, I do. I have plenty of places to overnight park. I'm not going to be specific. I've mentioned many times about the different places you can park at. So I have a nice park place. I've been parking. Yeah, it's a nice place. Not far from work, so it's beautiful. It's nice. It's home. Well, this is home. That's just a parking spot, but you know what I mean. Wisconsin Rails to Trails. I have a stand-up shower in my van, homemade. They laughed at me where I worked, said I couldn't be done, and I found a way to do it. Anything can be done with slow, careful planning. Of course it can. I even thought of doing the same thing in my van, but I quickly dismissed that idea because it's just too tight. Now, I could do it if I didn't have things underneath my bed, things stored in there. If I had all I need really is a tub. And if I had a tub that would fit in here, in the center of my van, right? That's the beginning part. Then I could get something like a hula hoop and put it up here, right? Maybe attach it with Velcro. And then I can have a curtain with a little curtain rod things to, you know, put it in here and just go around the hula hoop, and then go around on the inside of the tub. I sit in it, and then I put the water heater or whatever sprayer, hold it up here. Maybe I'll have to attach a hook to this somewhere, and then just take a shower, right? Clean myself, and then maybe have a hole in the floor and have it. But I dismissed that idea because I don't have the room to store the tub, and I don't really need to do that because there's a gym. I have Planet Fitness and Anytime Fitness, and there's always a gym within a few minutes of me, so I really don't have the need for that. If I have, in the future, if I have a bigger van of some kind, I do plan on putting a shower in there. Even if I don't use it much, I still want to put a shower in there. I want to be able, if I want to take a shower in my van. I'll put a tank in there, whatever size I want. I'll figure out a way to do that. So if you can have a shower in your van, I know you can go to the gym anytime you want, like in my case. But if I had a shower in my van, it's another level of comfort. It's another way to feel like you are home. Even though I feel like I'm home, but I don't have a shower. I have to go to the gym. And if I could shower in here, I mean, I would never leave. I would just park here and never leave, except to get water. And Timmy's. I gotta have Timmy's. Robert says hello. Hello, Robert. And Linda Lindsay. Linda Lindsay, you got a big mouth. Hush, hush, mush, mush. Lufthansa? I didn't say Lufthansa. I said Lusitania, not Lufthansa. Forrest Stinnett, someone has a mower waiting on you to use when you get there. I have no idea who you're talking about. Someone has a mower waiting for me? Doesn't ring a bell. No idea what you're talking about. No clue. Ex-Cop George, happy Thanksgiving from Colorado. Well, Ex-Cop George, thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. We are only a few days away from Thanksgiving. It's on Thursday, as it always is, Thanksgiving. At least in the United States, last Thursday of the month of November. Is it? No, the third, hold on a second. I'm making a blunder over here. Okay, so, no, it's always the third, no, it's the fourth Thursday? Yeah, I guess it's the fourth Thursday. This month has 5 Thursdays. So I guess it's always the fourth. It's always on a 1, 2, 3. I'm confused. I thought it was the third week of November, but this month of November has 5 weeks. They're not full, but something like that. Anyway, you get the point. It's almost at the end of the month. All right, back to the questions here. BNA loves the Ram Pro Master. I almost got the Ram Pro Master, but then I decided not to because I thought it was a foreign vehicle. Somebody told me it's not. It's all made with American parts, so I'm confused. Maybe I should have bought the Pro Master. Oh, but the Pro Master has something that I don't know if I would like. It's a front wheel drive. It's a V6. So some people don't like that front wheel drive thing. I don't know. I don't know if I'll buy. Maybe in a few years Chevy will have a high top, and if I don't buy a high top from Chevy, maybe I can buy the Ford Transit. I'll have to read reviews on that, see how they are working. And if I don't buy the Ford Transit, I will buy a Chevy, maybe box van or something. Something. Janice Lala says 3rd. That's what I thought, Janice, but this month has 4 or 5 weeks. Albeit 2 of the weeks are half weeks, so it's 4 weeks, but still confusing. Dom Led. Hello, I heard you recently got broken in. Have you considered self-defensive tactics? I didn't get broken in recently. It was a few months ago. And self-defensive tactics. Whatever self-defensive tactics I have or don't have, that's something that I can't say over YouTube. I just can't say. And nobody living in a van or RV or whatever should publicly say what kind of defenses they have. So that is something that in private I could talk to you and tell you, but like in a place like this, I can't do that. So Quentin says, I know you work with heavy equipment, but you are also a skilled carpenter. Is it just a hobby, or did you do some of that early in life? No, I've never been a carpenter. I guess I'm just a little bit handy with different stuff. I mean, when I had a house, I did different things, and I can do a lot of stuff in the house. I can do some plumbing, a little bit of electrical. I don't like to do electrical in the house too much. I've done sheetrock. I've done tile, flooring, walls, ceilings. I've done a little bit of everything, you know. But I'm not a professional carpenter. I've never done that for a living. S.J. Lawrence. Hello, mate. How you doing, Jay? James says, James Gill, the ProMaster is a Fiat Ducato, not a US built. That's what I thought, James. But I got a friend of mine, I forgot who it is. Maybe it's Bob. Maybe somebody else told me that it's not the case. It's not really, it's based on the Fiat, but it's not a Fiat. Maybe the body is a Fiat, but the engine and all the mechanical parts are from Dodge or Chrysler, something like that. So, but that's what I thought. I thought it was basically a Fiat, and I didn't want to buy a foreign vehicle, mainly because parts are going to be more expensive, repairs are going to be more expensive, a lot of the things are going to be more expensive, and not everybody across the country can work on that vehicle. So that was my choice not to buy it. Forrest says, you can put a high top on your van. I'm not going to put a high top on my van, Forrest. I've mentioned this many times. I'm just not going to do it. All these cabinets all the way around would have to be removed to be able to cut this thing. Then I would lose this. I would lose my vents, my lights, my roof rack, my solar panel. Everything would be lost. Everything would have to be redone, and the space would be less. I'm not going to do that. One day I'll just get something taller. Right now, I'm not going to do that. BNA says, lots of recalls on the Transit. Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted to get it. I waited on it, and then it didn't come out, and I didn't buy it. But it is true. A year one, a year two, even maybe a year three, you shouldn't get of any model, because they're never that reliable. After a few years, then they become reliable. Um, at least if they are reliable, then they're, and you know if the vehicle is reliable. But like year one, year two, the first few years, they're not very good. That's why I didn't get it. G darts. Whatever happened with the cameras that you had to take back? Did you replace them? Excuse me. I didn't take them back. I got a refunded for the cameras. I still have them because I still haven't bought anything new. I'm not going to give them back. I'm not going to do anything until I replace them. So I still have them. Only two cameras work. I don't have them on right now. Only two work. The other two don't work. One of them works a little bit fuzzy at times, sometimes really fuzzy. It depends, I guess, on the humidity. So yeah. And today I had them on this morning, and they just kept turning off, and then it takes a while and they turn back on. Then after a few minutes they turn off. They did that like, I don't know, half a dozen times. I'm just like, that's odd. They've never done that before on their own. So go figure. Next thing that's going to go is the DVR, the brains of the operation there. It's just, uh, where was I? Jenna says you should have watched the newest video from Timothy Keller. He has pros and cons on those types of vans. I didn't need to watch anybody's video because I did my research in actually prior to 2004, prior to buying my van. I did the research, and I realized that the best van, the most reliable van, is the one I have. So that's why I have the one I have. So I did my research. I didn't have to watch other people's videos. Um, I'm sure he's got a nice research done, but for me, it's already too late. Maybe for somebody else, it's a good research, but for me, it's too late because I've already have my van. I've already done that research. So Quentin, what the heck, Quentin? Quentin offered $10 for peace. Get yourself a Timmy's. Happy Thanksgiving. Quentin, thank you very much. You didn't have to. You got it. But thank you very much. I don't know what to say, but thank you. I have Timmy's, so probably I will get something else. But thank you very much. I didn't have to, Quentin, but thank you. How do you take your Timmy's? What do you mean, how do I take my Timmy's? With water, hot water, and then I drink it. The ProMaster is built in Mexico. The V6 is a Chrysler engine. The diesel is a Fiat, says James Gill. There you go. Some extra information for you folks. Forrest asks, how much longer do you have to work? Until about December 21st. That's when I'm available. I might get laid off sooner. I think my work with the company that I'm working for right now will be done maybe this coming week. Maybe there'll be another week. I don't know, but they told me a couple weeks ago that this week coming would be it. And if it continues to rain and snow, then very few companies will be hiring new people. So I'll be laid off for a few months, and then I'll just go down to Florida. Just go down to Florida. Yeehaw! Florida, here I come. Cream and sugar. I don't know. If you watch my videos and if you don't, apparently you don't watch my videos. So, but if you go back, go to my playlist of how to make coffee in the van. I have a lot of videos. My drink, my Timmy's black, no sugar, nothing in it. Just a coffee. Wendy G says, "Hey Lewis, how you doing, Wendy? How you doing?" New York accent. How you doing? Enter username. Says, "It's been a while. Sorry, buddy." Well, there's no forgiveness here. You gotta watch these videos. You gotta do your research before you ask questions. Darn it! Everybody knows you gotta do your research. How? I was just acting. Sorry. How? I didn't mean to be rude. Just kidding around. How? Ah. That's what I get for play acting too much. Anyway, wait, I got all caught up to the questions. No more questions. Anyway, folks, it's what time is it? 7:26. So 7:26. I am going to go to my parking space for the night. I'm gonna work on my masterpiece. Spielberger is taking the night off. I'm gonna try to do the best I can with the editing. It may not come out as good as what he does, but I'll try my best, and I'll try to have it on sometime tomorrow. So it's a masterpiece, folks. It's masterly. At least I'm going to try to do it mastered, something like that. Janislaw, anybody watch you do your videos, your video on living in Walmart? Anybody watch me at Walmart? Yeah, lots of people. There were lots of people watching me do the video. My daughter, that was, I think I was cooking, and after it was done, my daughter said, "Dad, it was a cop just drove right past us behind you." And like, really? Well, you didn't say anything. Maybe somebody called, "Hey, there's a guy taking a bath at Walmart." And then the cop came back, and I'm like, "I don't see anybody. I see somebody cooking. That must be somebody else taking a bath." Yeah, but a lot of people, they were just like, oh well, you know, it happens when you do high production stuff. Forrest, how's the weather up there? The weather up here or down here, depending on where you are, it's going to be about 27 tonight. There's huge piles of snow outside of me. Some piles of snow where I'm at are like 15 feet high, no kidding. So some piles of snow are pretty high. So because they cleaned the parking lots over here where I'm at. And it's going to be going down to 27, so it's going to be cold. Right now it's about 45 and it's 78 in here, so it's not too bad. Excuse me. Quentin says, "I've been driving about 2 hours one way for work the last little while. Do you listen to audiobooks, talk radio, or music?" When I'm driving, not really. When I'm driving, I usually don't listen. I do have a couple audiobooks from Ted Decker. I listened to the first one. I didn't finish the second one, and for some reason I like reading the book better than listening to it. Maybe it's just me. So radio, yeah, I mean, I listen to some stations when I'm at work, but usually when I'm driving, I just, yeah, and not anything in particular. So, but I'm sorry you have to drive 2 hours each way. I'm assuming it's each way, because I used to do that. I used to drive about an hour and a half every day for many years, and on Friday it would be like 2.5, 3 hours, and yeah, it's not fun. Poker Pro 86. What kind of camera do you film with? I film with this one. It's a Rebel SL2, and I also have the drone that I film with. It's a camera to me, and I use the phone sometimes when I don't have the camera handy. And what else do I have? And that's what else do I have? Oh, I have the dash camera that sometimes I use, but mainly I use this camera and the drone and the phone. Miguel Perez says, Walmart video very funny. That's life at Walmart. Allah 116. I just bought a Dodge 1988 camper van. I'll get to make an over. I'll have to make an over all before I get it on the road and on YouTube. See you later, Lewis. Keep on venting, man. All right, Allah, cool. Hopefully it's seriously doing a high production over here. Unbelievable. Gee, don't these people know I'm in here doing high production stuff? Anyway, G Darks, do you like? Seriously, you can you hear that? Some guy just revving something behind me. Yep, keep going. So rude. Anyway, G Darts, do you like dark roast or medium? What's your favorite Timmy's coffee? I've shown mine is medium, I think. One sec. I don't want to make a mess. I want to make a mess. I don't want to disturb. It's medium roast. Okay, this is medium roast because this is the only coffee that they sell that I know of that's whole bean. Oh, it smells so good. Hold on, folks. Hold on. This is the only coffee that they sell with whole beans, is the medium roast. So that's what I drink. Enter username says there's snow here in Ottawa. Well, get some skis. Go for some ski runs. I don't ski personally. If I try to ski, I probably would be like a snowball going down the hill. Push, 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 push. Vicky Line. I'll be the first and last. Good night, Lewis. Hi to Lydia. Good night, Vicky. You're probably not going to be the last, but you were the first. So Have a good night, and I'll say hi to Lydia if she's not watching. If you are watching, Lydia, give me a call. This guy's still going. Forrest says, I hate snow. I'm in Kentucky. I think it still snows in Kentucky, doesn't it? I think it does. Let me see. These people are making noise over here behind me. A whole bunch of kids doing wheelies behind me. Not wheelies, but spinning, doing donuts, stuff like that. Ooh, 20%. Sorry folks, brief interruption. My phone tells me it's at 20%. I'll cut this short in a few more minutes. We'll just go done with it. So let's read the rest of the questions real quick. And Jay, I think you told me your first name once, and I already forgot. Jay Gotch. What do your kids think about you living in an RV? They don't think anything. Mainly because I don't live in an RV. I live in a van. But the fact that I live in a van, they're very cool with it. They're good. They like it. They don't have a problem. Chasing Pavement, My Road Adventures. I love Ted Dekker. I have a lot of books from Ted Dekker. I had a lot of books from Ted Dekker. All my books. When I had my house, I had a wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling full of books, of all kinds of books. And I read most of those books, and I had to donate them. I had to give them away. I didn't have room, but I have the Kindle, and I have I don't have all those books in my Kindle, not even near those books that I had. But I have some books from Ted Dekker in there. I have some that I haven't even read yet. So he's a very good writer. Even Vicky, you still here? I thought you had to go, Vicky. Vicky says, Ted Dekker is crazy. Love his books. Pauline Raid. Pauline, UK here. How you doing, Pauline? Miguel Perez says good night. Good night, Miguel. Have a good night. Donahoe 93 says, oh yeah, it snowed in Kentucky. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it snowed in Kentucky. That's not too far north that it doesn't, I mean, too far south that it doesn't snow. Wendy says, Wendy G, I had one cup of Timmy's in my life. It was wonderful. No Tim Hortons in Atlanta. Maybe not yet. They are beginning to creep up down to the south. I think there's some in North Carolina or South Carolina. So that's not too far from Georgia. Pretty soon, you're going to have some Timmy's down there. Hopefully, I'll have some Timmy's in Florida so I can just go there and get my Timmy's there too. Yadek Gooch. Very good. See, I'll forget again. Sorry. James Grimmett says your last video was great. LOL. It looks like your daughter had lots of fun making you look goofy. And with that, goofiness, I'm going to say good night. Yes, she did. She was all for it. She had the day off from work. It was just me and her. Papa Smurf, ex-Papa Smurf, had to go to school. They had school that day, and Elyse didn't have work, so it was just me and her. Because usually for the past few months, she has to work on the weekends, so it's mainly just me and Josh. And but I had the time, the opportunity to spend the day with Elyse, and I said, hey, why don't we do why don't we do this funny stuff? And she said, oh yeah, that will be funny. So yeah, that was funny. She had a great time. I had a great time. I mean, if for nothing else, even if I had 0 views on that video, it's just the fact that I made it with my daughter. She had fun, I had fun, and it's going to be a memory of both of us. Even if I'm mostly in the video, she's still in there a little bit, and it'll be a memory for the past, for the future, and for the past. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, folks, I'm going to close this high production down. I'm going to skedoodle out of here before the cops come and I get entangled with these folks behind me spinning their tires and all that. So I don't want to be involved in that. I don't like drama. I don't seek drama. I produce highly produced drama when I have to, but not unnecessarily. So folks, have a good night wherever you are, even if it's a good morning or a good afternoon or a good evening. And I will see you next time, same channel, maybe a different time, maybe a different day. But thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Now I have to turn this off. Very awkward going across with my finger, but it has to be done, folks. So have a good night, and I'll see you next time.